The Utes will put toe to leather and will get started. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward.
Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Here comes the heat. Unleashes it on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. And wings it incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing.
Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride of the 10. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his 30, what a chance to flip the field. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Horn. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gonna take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Power football with the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Brown wants to pass. pass is incomplete, and the half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Utah 7, Georgia 0.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
The short hands, it's Jordan. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Horn. Keeps it going. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with
breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Brown will throw it. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just
unloads it downfield. He's got it on the outside. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking.
He lets one fly deep. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Utes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Reeled in inside his 30-yard line, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They're looking to throw on second and short. A shot toward the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Complete in the middle. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Under fire. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? A great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.